Hello class 8 students, welcome to the Science Digital class. Today we are going to start chapter first of our science text which is crop production and management. So आप सब लोग अपनी बुक निकालिए and हम साथ साथ इस चैप्टर को पढ़ते हैं. Chapter at glance. Crops, food from animals, basic practice of crop production. Engage. Look at the pictures and answer the following questions. First, what do these pictures depict? Second, name some other animals that we use in fields. Number 3, in ancient times, what was the main occupation of people and how they became proficient in it? All the living organisms like men, animals and plants need food for their growth and survival. The green plants can synthesize their food by the process of photosynthesis by using inorganic substances like carbon dioxide, gas and water in the presence of sunlight energy. Man and other animals cannot make food by photosynthesis from carbon dioxide and water by using sunlight energy. They need ready-made organic food nutrients like carbohydrates, fats and proteins, etc. Man obtains this food from plants as well as animals. In other words, man has to grow plants and rear animals to meet his requirement of food. So, they are talking कि men जो है अपना food खुद नहीं produce कर सकता है. Men को अपना food obtain करने के लिए plants और animals पर depend होना पड़ता है. Horticulture. Horticulture is a branch of agriculture that deals with the production of vegetables, fruits, flowers and decorative plants. Due to increase in human population, the demand for agricultural products has also increased. This has led to a need for implementation of effective measures to increase the crop production and storage. Horticulture agriculture की वो branch होती है जिसमें foods, fruits, vegetables को grow किया जाता है. तो अब क्योंकि पॉपुलेशन ग्रो हो रही है तो हमें जरूरत है कि हम एग्रीकल्चर का प्रोडक्शन भी बढ़ाएं और इन दिस पिक्चर यू कैन सी एग्रीकल्चर. नाउ लेट्स सी क्रॉप्स क्या होते हैं. When the same kind of plants are grown in the fields by man in large numbers to get useful products, it is known as crops or crop plants. Some common crop plants grown and consumed in India are given below in the table. In this picture, you can see wheat crop. Crop वो होती है जब कोई सेम प्लांट को बहुत बड़े फील्ड में लगा दिया जाए उसे क्रॉप कहते हैं. और कुछ क्रॉप्स जो इंडिया में कंज्यूम होती हैं वो इस टेबल में दी गई हैं. चलिए उन्हें देखते हैं. नंबर 1, टाइप्स ऑफ क्रॉप, सीरियल्स और ग्रेन क्रॉप्स. एग्जाम्पल राइस, व्हीट, मेज, बार्ले, रागी. नंबर 2, फाइबर क्रॉप्स, जूट, कॉटन. Number 3, pulses, dals or legumes. Example, grams, peas, beans. Number 4, oil seeds. Examples, mustard, groundnut, sunflower and soya bean. Number 5, root crops, sweet potato. Number 6, tuber crops, potato, tapioca, ginger. Number 7, sugar crops. Example, sugarcane, beetroot. Number 5, plantation crops. Examples, coffee, tea, rubber, coconut. Types of crops. In India, there are two main crop seasons for cultivating crops. These are known as खरीफ crops and रबी crops. तो जो दो अलग अलग सीजन्स में क्रॉप लगाई जाती हैं उन्हें डिस्टिंग्विश किया जाता है खरीफ क्रॉप्स और रबी क्रॉप्स से. नंबर फर्स्ट, खरीफ क्रॉप्स. These are sown in rainy season from the month of June and harvested around October. For example, paddy, maize, cotton, soyabean, pigeon pea, arhar and groundnut are kharif crops. इन crops को rainy season में लगाया जाता है in the month of around June and इनको harvest किया जाता है October में. In this image, you can see paddy, maize and cotton. Number 2, rabi crops. These are sown in winter season from the month of October and harvested around April. For example, wheat, gram, peas, etc. are rabi crops. Rabi crops को सर्दियों में लगाया जाता है in and around अक्टूबर नवंबर और इनको मार्च अप्रैल में हार्वेस्ट किया जाता है. और उनके एग्जाम्पल्स इन पिक्चर्स में wheat, gram and peas. Knowledge basket. Crops grown between March and June are known as Zaid crops. Watermelons, muskmelon, cucumber and vegetables are some example of Zaid crops. Basic practices of crop production. All the activities which are involved in cultivation of crops from sowing to harvesting are known as agricultural practices. The basic agricultural practices which are common to all crops are given below. तो किसी भी क्रॉप को सो करने से लेके हार्वेस्ट करने तक जो चीजें का जो प्रोसेसेस का यूज किया जाता है उन्हें एग्रीकल्चर प्रैक्टिस कहते हैं। और कुछ एग्रीकल्चरल प्रैक्टिसेस हैं preparation of soil, plowing and leveling. Second, sowing of seeds. Third, applying manures and fertilizers. Fourth, irrigation. Fifth, removal of weeds. Sixth, harvesting. Seventh, storage of food grains. In addition to these regular agricultural practices, some natural methods of replenishing the soil fertility are also adopted. First, crop rotation. अब कुछ ऐसे मेथड जिससे कि हम सॉइल की फर्टिलिटी को बढ़ा पाए, उसमें से फर्स्ट है क्रॉप रोटेशन. Another method of replenishing the soil with nutrients is by crop rotation. Crop rotation is the method of growing different crops alternately on the same field. For example, the farmers grow crops like wheat and barley in the first year. This is followed by growing leguminous plants like pea or soyabean in the next season. Leguminous plants help in the replenishment of soil with nitrogen. तो क्रॉप रोटेशन में एक साल में पहले एक क्रॉप लगाई जाती है और नेक्स्ट टाइम हार्वेस्ट करने के बाद कोई दूसरी क्रॉप को लगाया जाता है. इन जनरल लेग्यूमिनस क्रॉप्स को. लेग्यूमिनस क्रॉप्स सॉइल को वापस से नाइट्रोजन रिच कर देती हैं. नंबर सेकेंड, लीविंग द फील्ड fallow. It is the process of leaving the field uncultivated fallow for one or more seasons. Fallow land will regenerate the lost nutrients. However, due to high demand of food grains, this method is no longer followed. कभी कभी अगर फील्ड को एक या दो सीजन के लिए अनकल्टिवेटेड छोड़ दिया जाए तो भी सॉइल को न्यूट्रिएंट रिच किया जा सकता है. बट बिकॉज पॉपुलेशन ग्रोथ की वजह से प्रोडक्शन की डिमांड ज्यादा है, इस मेथड को फॉलो नहीं किया जाता. Let us now learn about the activities or tasks involved in crop production in detail. तो वो activities और tasks जिससे कि crop produce होती है उसको डिटेल से जानते हैं. First है preparation of soil. Before sowing the seeds, it is important to prepare the soil. Preparation of soil is done by turning and loosening the soil. Plowing. The process of turning and loosening the soil is called plowing or tilling. Plowing helps the soil in a number of following ways. It permits easy and deeper penetration of roots. It helps in bringing nutrient-rich soil to the top for plant use. It helps in uprooting the weeds. It exposes soil pests to natural predators. It retains moisture for a long period. It provides good aeration to the roots. तो प्लाउइंग में हम क्या करते हैं, हम सॉइल को लूज करते हैं, सॉइल चेंज होती है, अंदर वाली सॉइल बाहर आती है और उससे सॉइल प्रिपेयर होती है. द मेन एग्रीकल्चरल इम्प्लीमेंट्स यूज्ड फॉर प्लाउइंग आर प्लाउ, हो और कल्टीवेटर. अ प्लाउ इज मेड ऑफ वुड एंड आयरन. It is normally drawn by farm animals such as bullocks. It has two parts. The plowshare. In this image, you can see a plow. The plowshare is a broad, triangular iron strip. The plow shaft is a long and narrow shaft of wood attached to the beam. A hoe is a simple tool which is used for removing weeds and for loosening the soil. A cultivator is a plowing tool that has multiple blades. Nowadays, tractor is the most commonly used cultivator. Although tractor is expensive, but it saves a lot of time and labor. तो प्लाव करने के लिए इन जनरल लोग प्लाव का यूज करते हैं या फिर हो का या कल्टीवेटर का. कल्टीवेटर का यूज ट्रैक्टर से किया जाता है. ट्रैक्टर ऑल्दो एक्सपेंसिव रेमेडी है, बट काफी टाइम और लेबर बच जाता है. लेवलिंग. The plowed land is leveled and pressed lightly with the help of a wooden plank or iron leveler. This is done to break or crush bigger chunks of dry soil into small pieces. Protect upper layer of the soil from erosion by wind or water, prevent waterlogging and promote uniform irrigation. तो लेवल इसलिए किया जाता है ताकि जो सॉइल ऊपर आई है, जो बड़े बड़े लम्स है, ड्राई लम्स है, उनको तोड़ दिया जाए या फिर इरोजन से बचाया जाए. एक्टिविटी फर्स्ट, visit a farmer's house or an agricultural farm and study all the agricultural implements used by him. Draw neat diagrams showing the structures of these implements. Number 2, sowing of seeds. Sowing is the process of putting the seeds in the soil. For sowing, good and healthy seeds are selected. The farmers today are aware of the fact that good quality of seeds is must for a good crop. The farmer therefore must select the seeds that are healthy, of good quality, free from any infection, free from insects and pests. तो sowing the seeds, बीज बोना सेकेंड स्टेप होता है. आजकल फार्मर्स को पता है कि सीड्स की क्वालिटी अच्छी होनी चाहिए, हेल्दी होनी चाहिए और कोई इंसेक्ट और पेस्ट उस पर नहीं होना चाहिए ताकि जो क्रॉप उगे वो अच्छी हो. Not contaminated with waste, rotting food, materials, excreta of animals, etc. Knowledge basket. There are certain crops like paddy and some vegetables for which seeds are not directly sown in the field. They are first germinated in nurseries and then the seedlings are transferred to the main field. This process is known as transplantation. Seeds are then sown in the field by any of the two methods described below. First, by scattering them in the field by hand. This method is called broadcasting. Broadcasting may also be done by using mechanical broadcasters. By using seed drills. Sowing by using a seed drill saves time and labor. Seeds are placed in the seed bowl as the plow moves. It makes furrows in the soil and the seeds are sown. तो सीड सोने के लिए दो मेथड्स का यूज किया जाता है, जैसे कि ब्रॉडकास्टिंग जिसमें मैनुअली सीड्स को ब्रॉडकास्ट किया जाता है या फिर कभी-कभी मैकेनिकल ब्रॉडकास्टर का भी यूज किया जाता है. एंड सेकंड मेथड इज यूजिंग सीड ड्रिल्स. इन दिस पिक्चर you can see both the method, broadcasting and seed drills. Number 3, applying manures and fertilizers. Fertilizers and manures are added to the fields to get better crops. As the plants grow, they keep on using some nutrients from the soil according to their need. The plant grown on such soil may be deficient of nutrients or may not be healthy. Therefore, it is important that the nutrients of the soil be replenished continuously. This is done by either natural methods or by adding manure or fertilizers to the soil. Fertilizers और manure ऐड करना थर्ड स्टेप होता है क्योंकि soil जो होती है वो after a time nutrient से less हो जाती है और nutrient rich बनाने के लिए या तो उसमें manures का या fertilizers का यूज किया जाता है. नेक्स्ट वी लर्न कि डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ मैन्योर होते हैं और डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ फर्टिलाइजर्स होते हैं. हर कोई अपने तरीके से अलग मैन्योर और फर्टिलाइजर का यूज करके सॉइल को न्यूट्रिएंट रिच बनाता है. मैन्योर्स आर नेचुरल ऑर्गेनिक सब्सटेंसेस obtained by the decomposition of animal waste and plant residue. They supply essential nutrients and humus to the soil and make it fertile. Manures are of three kinds: farmyard manures, compost and green manure. Number first, farmyard manure. Farmyard manure consists of cattle dung, urine, remnants of straw and farmyard waste. All these are mixed and allowed to dry in the sun. Subsequently, it is used as manure. Second, compost. Compost is a manure obtained by decomposition of a decayed plants and animals' waste. The process of producing a compost is called composting. Green manure. Green manure consists of green plants which are plowed along with soil. Generally, quick-growing leguminous plants are used as green manure. Next, fertilizers. Fertilizers are chemical substances that contain inorganic salts, that is, minerals needed for plant growth. The nutrients they supply are nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. They are available either as a compound fertilizer containing a mix of the three major nutrients in varying proportion as the NPK fertilizer or as a fertilizer with one major nutrient in it like potash and superphosphate. Adding fertilizers is the easiest way of providing plants with the minerals they require, as they dissolve very quickly when compared to the manure, so they act more quickly. Some common fertilizers are urea, ammonium sulfate, superphosphate, NPK, and CAN. Farmers find fertilizers better than manures as fertilizers are easy to store, transport, and to use. Fertilizers are supplied either by spraying, broadcasting, or through irrigation channels. Difference between manures and fertilizers. Manure. Manure is a natural substance obtained by the dead decaying organic matter and animal wastage. Fertilizers. Fertilizers are salts or inorganic compounds. Manures contain organic matter, humus, in large quantity. Fertilizers do not contain organic matter, humus. Manures act slowly, fertilizers act very quickly. Manures are relatively less rich in plant nutrients. Fertilizers are rich in nutrients like phosphorus, nitrogen, and potassium. Manure does not cause pollution. Fertilizers cause water pollution. Manure is prepared in fields. Fertilizers are prepared in factories. Manure provides humus to the soil. Fertilizers do not provide any humus to the soil. Manure can be prepared in the fields. Fertilizers are prepared in the factories. Activity 2. Visit a shop that sells fertilizer and ask the dealer for different fertilizers available there. Collect small amount of each fertilizer in small plastic pouches and staple the pouch to your practical file. Write down the color, texture, and other features of each fertilizer. Number 4. Irrigation. In the form of moisture to germinate. Plants need water to draw nutrients from the soil for their growth and for making food by photosynthesis. To maintain the moisture of the soil for healthy crop growth, the field should be watered at proper intervals. The watering of crops at different intervals is called irrigation. The time and frequency of irrigation vary from crop to crop, soil to soil and season to season. तो इरिगेशन हमारा फोर्थ स्टेप होता है. प्लांट्स को अपना फूड प्रिपेयर करने के लिए वाटर की नीड होती है जो वो सॉइल से लेते हैं, और वो वाटर हम एक टाइम ऑफ इंटरवल में सॉइल को प्रोवाइड करते हैं और उसे इरिगेशन कहते हैं. इरिगेशन वेरी करता है क्रॉप टू क्रॉप और सॉइल टू सॉइल भी, और सीजन के हिसाब से भी. बारिश के मौसम में हमें इरिगेट करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती और गर्मियों के मौसम में जरूरत पड़ती है. First, the frequency of irrigation in summer is higher due to the increased rate of evaporation of water from the soil as well as from the leaves. Sandy soil needs more water than clayey soil. Sources of irrigation. The main sources of irrigation in our country are rivers, reservoirs, lakes, ponds, wells, tube wells, dams, and canals. Water from these sources are delivered by irrigation canals or by using electric or diesel pumps. Traditional methods of irrigation. The following methods of using available water of lakes, wells, and canals for irrigation are called traditional methods. These are swinging basket method, mode or simple pulley system, water wheel method, chain pump method, ढेकली and राहत लीवर सिस्टम. ये सारे हमारे इरिगेशन के ट्रेडिशनल मेथड्स हैं जो पुराने जमाने में यूज हुआ करते थे. In all these methods, water is lifted using manpower or animal power. इन सभी methods में man power और animal power का use करके water को लिया जाता है. In these images, you can see different method of irrigation. First, swinging basket method, motor simple pulley system, water wheel method, chain pump method, ढेकली, राहत, लीवर सिस्टम. अब कुछ मॉडर्न मेथड्स ऑफ इरिगेशन लेट्स सी कौन कौन से हैं. Once the water is lifted up, method to use the water economically have been developed these days. Two of these methods, sprinkler system and drip system, are given below. Number A, sprinkler system. Sprinkler system is used where the soil cannot retain water for long or where sufficient water is not available. Rotating nozzles are attached to perpendicular pipes at regular intervals. Water gets sprinkled on crop as if it is raining. इस पिक्चर में आप देख सकते हो स्प्रिंकलर सिस्टम, और ये सिस्टम ऐसा फील कराता है जैसे कि बारिश हो रही हो. नंबर बी, ड्रिप सिस्टम is an economical method of irrigation. This system involves providing water drop by drop at the roots of the plants. Thus, water is not wasted. This system is practiced in regions where the water availability is poor. तो इस सिस्टम में, ड्रिप सिस्टम में आप देख सकते हो वाटर ड्रॉप बाय ड्रॉप प्लांट की रूट में डाला जाता है, और ये ऐसी जगह पे यूज होता है जहां पर पानी की कमी होती है. टेक टॉक, TTS software or text-to-speech software. This software is launched by the Modi government to help the farmers who cannot read. An app that uses this software is called Sandesh Pathak. Whenever a farmer asks a question, an SMS containing the information is sent to them. This is read aloud with the help of the software. Weeding. Along with the crop plants, many unwanted plants germinate and grow in the fields. These unwanted plants are called weeds. They compete with the crop plants for space, light, water, and nutrients. They are removed either manually or by a tool called harrow. The process of removal of unwanted plants, weeds, is called weeding. कभी कभी crop plants के साथ कई सारे unwanted plants भी खेतों में उग जाते हैं, और उन unwanted plants को निकालने के दो तरीके होते हैं, या तो हैरो से या फिर मैनुअली, और इस प्रोसेस को वीडिंग कहते हैं. इन दिस पिक्चर यू कैन सी वीडिंग विथ हैरो. फिफ्थ, रिमूवल ऑफ वीड्स. द केमिकल सब्सटेंस व्हिच डिस्ट्रॉय किल वीड्स बट डू नॉट हार्म द क्रॉप आर कॉल्ड वीडिसाइड्स. कॉमन वीडिसाइड्स आर 2,4-D 2,4-dichlorophenoxy acetic acid, MCPA 2-methyl-4-chloro-1-phenoxy acetic acid, butachlor belongs to acetanilide class. Protection of crops. Crops are attacked by rodents, rats and insects, locusts, weevils and termites which eat or damage the crop. They are known as pests. Locusts fly in the swamps and eat leaves and destroy vast areas of sugarcane and wheat plantation. Crops are also attacked by bacteria, fungi and viruses which reduce yield by causing several diseases. For example, fungi causes rust and smut in wheat and blight in potatoes. Bacteria cause a disease called wilt in plants. Pesticides. The chemical substance which kill pests without harming the crop are called pesticides. These chemicals are sprayed by using a sprayer or by a low-flying aircraft. कभी कभी क्रॉप्स में और प्लांट्स में पेस्ट भी लग जाते हैं. ये पेस्ट और ये बैक्टीरिया प्लांट को डिस्ट्रॉय कर देते हैं, तो हमें अपने प्लांट की प्रोटेक्शन के लिए पेस्टिसाइड्स का यूज करना पड़ता है, जो पेस्ट को मारते हैं बट क्रॉप को कोई हार्म नहीं पहुंचाते. इन दिस इमेज यू कैन सी अ स्प्रेयर इज यूजिंग. एक स्प्रेयर का यूज किया जा रहा है पेस्टिसाइड्स को स्प्रे करने के लिए. Chemical control. First, insecticides are used to destroy insects. DDT, dichlorodiphenyl trichloroethane, BHC, benzene hexachloride or gamaxine and malathion are some examples of insecticides. Fungicides are used to destroy fungi. Sulfur and many copper salts are some examples of fungicides. Rodenticides are used against rodents. Zinc phosphide and warfarin are some examples of rodenticides. Precautions to be observed while using pesticides. Pesticides को यूज करते समय कुछ precautions की भी जरूरत होती है, क्योंकि वो हमारे लिए harmful हो सकते हैं. While spraying pesticides, the following precautions should be observed. While handling any pesticides, keep your nose and mouth covered. Put on hand gloves. While spraying, position yourself in such a way that the wind blows away from your face, that is, the air coming from your backside. Immediately after spraying is done, wash your hands, face and mouth thoroughly with clean water. Harvesting. Once the crop has matured, it has to be gathered. The process of cutting and gathering a matured crop is known as harvesting. Most of the grain crops are reaped close to the ground and with the help of a sickle. Threshing. Threshing is the process of removal of edible part of grain from the scaly, inedible chaff that surrounds it. In this image, you can see threshing. Harvesting वो प्रोसेस होता है क्रॉप का जब हम क्रॉप को कट करके उसमें से ग्रेन को अलग करते हैं. ये तब किया जाता है जब क्रॉप मैच्योर हो जाती है. इसका एक मेथड होता है थ्रेशिंग. One method of threshing is by beating the grain on the threshing floor. Another traditional method of threshing is to make donkeys or oxen walk in circles on the grain on a hard surface. However, in developed areas, it is now mostly done by combine harvester. Winnowing. The process of separating the grains from the chaff is known as winnowing. Farmers hold the mixture of grains and chaff at a height and allow them to fall in a gentle stream. The wind blows away the chaff, which is lighter. The heavier grains fall directly on the ground below and are thus separated. आप इस इमेज में देख सकते हैं ये विमेन विनोइंग से अपने ग्रेन्स को शाफ से अलग कर रही है. Number 7, storage of food grains. Harvested food grains normally contain more moisture than required for storage. The excess moisture is removed by drying the food grains in the sun. The grains must be stored properly. Large-scale storage of grains is done in silos and granaries to protect them from pests like rats and insects. Care must be taken that the grains are kept away from moisture, protected from pests and birds, safe from rain, in proper bags for the purpose of transportation. तो ये सब करने के बाद ग्रेन्स को स्टोर करने के लिए उसमें से मॉइस्चर को सुखाया जाता है, उनको धूप में सुखाकर, और उसके बाद स्टोर किया जाता है ऐसी जगह पर जहां पर वो रैट्स, इंसेक्ट्स या बर्ड्स जैसी चीजों से या फिर मॉइस्चर से दूर रहे. Knowledge basket. A modern method of keeping stored grains free from rodents, pests and insecticide is to continuously circulate nitrogen through the granaries. Pests and microorganisms will not thrive due to the lack of oxygen. Food items such as vegetables, fruits, fish, meat and milk get spoiled easily when kept for some time at room temperature. They are called perishable foods. On commercial scale, the perishable food items are stored in either deep freezers or cold storage. These are enclosures maintained at low temperature by large refrigeration machine. कुछ फूड्स जैसे कि मिल्क वगैरह जल्दी ही खराब हो जाते हैं, इसे पेरिशेबल फूड कहते हैं. ऐसे फूड्स को हमें डीप फ्रीजर में या कोल्ड स्टोरेज में रखना पड़ता है. फूड फ्रॉम एनिमल्स. Though we get most of our food from crop plants, animals also provide us food. The food provided by animals consists of milk, eggs, and meat. The keeping of animals for specific purpose is called domestication. All domesticated useful animals constitute livestock. The breeding, feeding, and caring of livestock for food and other useful purposes is known as animal husbandry. तो हमें कई सारा फूड अपना क्रॉप से मिलता है, बट उसके अलावा हमें कुछ फूड एनिमल से भी मिलता है, जैसे कि मीट, मिल्क एंड एग्स. ऐसे फूड्स के लिए हम एनिमल्स का ध्यान रखते हैं और उनका डोमेस्टिकेशन करते हैं और उसे एनिमल हस्बेंड्री कहा जाता है. The animals domesticated by humans can be divided into the following categories based on the products they give us. Milk yielding animals or dairy animals like cow, buffalo and goat. Meat and egg yielding animals like fish, poultry and duck. Wool and skin yielding animals like sheep, goat and camel. Leather and wool obtained from them are used for various purposes. Honey yielding animals like the bees. Silk yielding animals like silkworms. Draught animals or animals used for work include mule, donkey, horse, bullock and camel. They help in transportation and other farm works such as plowing and threshing. Moral learnt. When we waste the food, we waste the labor, effort, investment, and precious resources like water, seeds, etc. that go into producing it, not to mention the resources that go into transporting and processing it. In short, wasting food increases greenhouse gas emissions and contributes the climate change. Recapitulation. All the living organisms like man, animals and plants need food for their growth and survival. The plants of the same kind which are grown by man in large numbers to get useful products are known as crops or crop plants. In India, there are two main crop seasons for cultivating crops. These are known as Rabi crops and Kharif crops. All the activities which are involved in cultivation of crops from sowing to harvesting are known as agricultural practices. For sowing, good and healthy seeds are selected. Sowing of seeds may be done by hand, broadcasting, or by using a seed drill. Some common fertilizers are urea, ammonium sulfate, superphosphate, NPK, and CAN. The watering of crops at different intervals is called irrigation. The time and frequency of irrigation vary from crop to crop, soil to soil, and season to season. The process of removal of unwanted plants, weeds, is called weeding. The chemical substances which kill weeds, do not harm the crop are called weedicides. Which kill pests without harming the crops are called pesticides. The keeping of animals for specific purpose is called domestication. The breeding, feeding and caring of livestock for food and other useful purposes is known as animal husbandry. Thank you class. Let's meet again in the next chapter.